All right, it is windy and cold, and we are starting off on Hackett Gulch. This is normally a pretty decent trail, probably in the mid-moderate range, and it's going to be interesting to see how it is today. But we have got a crew with us today. We've got Katerina, Derek, we got Dana and Philip, we got Jim, we got Kristy, we got Nam back there. We have a full crew today. It's going to be fun on Hackett Gulch. So the dogs are going doing their business, and then we're going to get on the road. We are starting off the trail here on Hackett Gulch. What a crew we have with us today. It remains to be seen if that's going to be a good thing, having more vehicles than normal on a very snowy trail. But you got to feel a little safer about it, knowing that there's more people. But it's, I guess, more opportunities to get stuck. And as we came around to head on the trail, everybody graciously moved aside so I could be first. And as Katerina put it, they gave you the opportunity to get stuck first. So we'll have to see if we can avoid that a little bit. But the trail looks good. There's been plenty of people on it. It doesn't look like it's going to be much of an issue today. So off to Hackett Gulch. You get about a half mile into Hackett Gulch, and you get to some nice little hills to climb and descend. We're definitely going to be taking it a little extra cautious going down these hills so we don't get sliding real fast. And especially when you're climbing, if you lose traction and start sliding backwards, that's probably one of the worst feelings. Right now we're at a 19% incline there going down that hill. So my recommendation is just you definitely should be in 4 low when you're doing this kind of stuff, and then you just want to be in manual 1 and just keep the tires rolling. If you lock up the tires, that's when you're going to skid. So you want to try and keep your tires rolling at all times so that you don't get bogged down in the snow and you don't lose traction or momentum. So there's my first tip for today's snow wheeling. We'll see how things continue. Well, sure seemed like the road getting to the obstacle proved to be harder than the obstacle. And as soon as we get going, we have another little one here. All right, we'll have to see how well we fare here. What goes up must come down. So now we're heading down the hill. That was kind of fun coming up it. A little bit of slipping and sliding. No big deal. We're just gonna cruise down in a low gear. Make sure those tires stay rolling. Don't want to lock them up and end up sliding. So we're just gonna take our time. Nice. Look at this view though. I mean, this is just, you know, some people may think that this does not look very pretty because all these trees are burned. And there's a story behind that. It was actually a man-made fire, if you will, going back a bunch of years. I'll put the exact date down in the description. But there was a woman who was reading love letters from a man who had left her or something like that, and she decided to burn them, and that started the Hayden fire, and it burned quite a bit of this area. And even though it was quite some time ago, there's still a lot of damage here. There's areas where you can see some new growth, which is really nice, and there's areas that there is literally nothing because the ground was scorched so bad it was sterile, and it's going to take many, many, many years for that to recover. So lesson learned: if you know, you're not happy with the love letters, please do not burn them in the forest. Doesn't go over well. So but this is kind of a living testament to what can happen unintentionally with a small fire, and the vast amount of damage that it can cause, and just how long it can take for Mother Nature to recover. So keep that in mind when you're out there with your open pit fires, you know, cigarettes, you know, anything that could cause a fire. Even though you think it's very trivial and very small, what can end up happening can be absolutely devastating to the area. So that's all I'm going to talk about that. I don't want to make it a big soapbox, but it was more about the kind of the history of this fire area. And it is a very large area that was burned quite a long time ago. So at 2.8 miles, you come out into this just wide open view. This is where you can really see just how much damage occurred, because there are almost no trees over here. The few that we see here on the sides, you know, are completely burned. You know, every once in a while you can look over and see a lone tree sitting there somewhere that managed to escape it. But like this guy right next to us was pretty charred. It's gonna fall over probably in the next couple of years. But just this wide open area is just crazy. And then yet just maybe a quarter mile away, nothing, all green, completely survived. But over to the right, completely barren. And then a little further over to the right, you know, there's a whole patch of, you know, trees that survived through it. Just really, really amazing what can happen in a big fire like this. there's definitely been a few slick spots today. A couple hills that we've slid down a little bit. We maybe only slid on that last hill, felt like maybe 5 or 6 feet maybe. And other people, I mean, 4 or 5 vehicle lengths they slid down. So it's it's always a challenge doing snow wheeling and making sure everyone's safe, taking it nice and slow, trying to make sure that you've got traction as much as possible. Make sure you don't have all 4 tires on ice when you're going down a hill. It's a lot to think about when you're off-roading in the snow. So if you decide to do it, it can be very rewarding. The views are spectacular. It's a different challenge for sure, but you got to take it a lot more careful than when things are dry. Because when things go wrong in the snow, they go wrong very, very quickly. So, snow wheeling is not for everybody, but if you want to give it a try, make sure you go out with some friends and take it nice and easy. You can really enjoy your day. I'm just passing the other ledge right there. It's pretty slick, but it's not too bad. Oh, this was not here before. Well, it looks like somebody had a bad day. Looks like somebody had a really bad day coming down here, and this. No tires. Yeah, this thing has been completely stripped. The Jeep that they disassembled? Yeah. Yeah, this thing's been trashed. Well, we have made it to the end of Hackett Gulch. Beautiful day, great scenery, good friends. Yeah, this is just beautiful. The lake, or not the lake, the river here is kind of frozen over. It's kind of beautiful. It's not every day you get a sight like this. We're still waiting for everyone else to show up. We got Nam there and his daughter in the red Rubicon. Let's see. Christina and Josh have already made it down here in the Rubistina. I see coming down the hill over there is Kristy in her Eco Diesel, aptly named Smokey Butt. And then we'll have Derek and Jim right behind that. What do you think of the trail in the snow?
Sucks.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. A little bit of sliding.
A little bit of sliding.
But not too shabby. So we'll have to decide where to go from here.
No fatalities yet.
No, so far so good.
So far so good.
Well, as much of a challenge as it was getting down to the bottom of Hackett Gulch, we have to turn around and get our butts out of here. And it's a big climb coming back out, and everybody was sliding coming down the hill. So it's going to be kind of interesting. But we're just going to take our time and see how things go. There's a nice tight spot right here I got to be really careful of so I don't kiss the hard top. All right, we're around that. So we'll see how things go getting back out of here. We are making our way back out, doing these uphill climbs. They definitely get a little slick. The main thing is keep your speed up. Don't ever hit the brake going uphill in the snow. Just keep those wheels going. Get as much momentum going as you can, and just keep it going. The moment you let off and hesitate is when you're going to get stuck or start slipping back. So it's all about keeping that wheel speed going and staying with forward motion is really all it's about.
I'm ready for King of the Hammers.
Right? No doubt.
This is Kristy with her 2021 Eco Diesel named Smokey Butt. How's it going today?
Pretty good.
You like the trail?
It was really exciting, going straight down, completely out of control. Yeah.
She did catch some speed going down one of the hills there.
Little
But
bumper,
tell us
bumper.
about the Jeep and what have you done to it so far?
Nothing except 35-inch tires and the bumper, front bumper, and a winch,
Yep.
which I've used twice on what trail?
Chinaman Gulch. Chinaman
Yes,
Gulch.
just did
The
some Chinaman in the snow.
and not a new winch. This came off of her old D90
Yeah.
when she got this guy, and yeah, looking good.
Yeah.
What's next on the upgrade list?
37s and a lift.
37s and a lift.
We'll see if Santa brings it.
And what tires are you running right now?
Nitto mud train.
Nitto Trail Grapplers, right?
Trail grapplers, yes.
Yep, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing's really going to be awesome in these kind of snowy, icy conditions, but they were good. So what'd you think of Hackett Gulch overall in the snow?
In the snow, I don't know that I'd do that again in the ice. That was a little scary going downhill, like 15 miles an hour locked up. Yeah.
But still fun.
Still fun.
All right, well thanks. We'll catch up to her later. Well, that was Hackett Gulch here outside of Woodland Park, Colorado. Had a great day with everybody. It's a little windy, it's a little cold, it's a little slippery, but it was a great day. Everyone had a great time. I enjoy snow wheeling, and so do most of the people that I come out here with. But as I say many times in the snow wheeling videos, this is no joke. You really have to take this seriously. You don't come out here by yourself. You make sure you have all the proper recovery gear, because things happen, and when they happen, things go bad really fast. It is not something to, make light of. When something bad happens in the snow, it can not only be very serious, but it happens in an instant. Every weekend out here, people are getting stuck right in this area because they're not prepared. Their vehicle's not prepared. They don't have the right equipment. They're not out with a buddy. They don't have enough food. They don't have water. They don't have warm clothes. They don't have what it takes to survive during the night. And it's a very, very bad situation. So be extra prepared when coming out in the snow, or don't do it. No one's forcing you to do it. I mean, and a lot of you who are watching this probably aren't even in snow country, so it's not even an issue. But here in Colorado, if you're going to wheel during the winter, you're wheeling in the snow. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry with Trail Traveler. Really appreciate it when you like, share, and subscribe to the videos. Check that bell icon so you get it notified whenever there's a new video. And we'll catch you on the trail. Bye-bye.